August 28th, 1963.
August 28th, 1963.
It was time.
Some would say
It was past time.
The 1963 March on Washington came with the momentum of black, brown, yellow, red, and white folks, both standing up and sitting down across the nation.
From the Montgomery bus boycotts to sit-ins,
Demonstrations at lunch counters, shopping centers, and on to the Freedom Rides.
the growing thunder of marginalized and oppressed citizens had come together at a mass demonstration in Washington, D.C.,
The seat of this nation's political power.
And if change was gonna come,
People would have to come together as
one voice. But they needed an organizer.
An angelic troublemaker.
A visionary.
And there was
no one else who could do what Bayard did. Leaders inside of the movement knew it, and eventually they agreed that Bayard Rustin should be brought back as lead organizer.
and organize he did in 8 weeks.
The busiest 8 weeks of Bayard Rustin's life.
It is estimated that 250,000 people showed up to the March on Washington, vastly exceeding expectations, extensively, dramatically, and most importantly, peacefully. How did he do that?
It was Bayard. It was Bayard's brilliant political and organizational strategy. It was Bayard's hyperactive, nonstop personality. It was Bayard.
With Julia's voice in his head and in his heart. In 8 weeks,
Without cell phone and without email,
Bayard built an organization out of nothing. He built an alliance of leaders from
27 cities.
2,000 buses. 30 freedom trains.
21 charter trains.
and 10 chartered airlines.
uncounted cars.
One man roller skated 700 miles to get there.
And by 8 a.m. on the day of the march, police reported that over 100 buses per hour were streaming through the Baltimore Tunnel.
And people were scared. They didn't know if they would be met with bomb threats or police beatings, but Bayard Rustin had the vision to organize 4,000 volunteer peace marshals from New York City, and everyone had a place to sleep, had food to eat, and had dignity.
Because Bayard organized more than 400 volunteer organizations to pack lunches for bus riders and travelers.
One New York church packed 80,000 cheese sandwiches to feed hungry marchers. Hand in hand, a 1 mile march,
a 250,000 Americans marching against the stifling oppression of Jim Crow, economic incarceration, and fear.
250,000 Americans marching, fighting, raising the flag to stand for an America that they believed could have the face of freedom that looked like each one of us.
They came because they wanted a new story. They had a dream, and
It was time.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like the tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be. We shall not be moved. Black and white together. We shall not be moved. We shall not be. Black and white together.
marched, with his eyes taking in